So why do so many people from the Bay Area want to retire to Healdsburg? The home prices are among the highest in Sonoma County, it's a touristy town, and it's definitely had its fair share of wildfires and water shortages. Despite this, it continues to be one of the top of the list of places to retire to for many people in the Bay Area. So what is the draw? It can't be just about the food or wine, or is there something more to Healdsburg that you only really experience once you live here? My name is David Hargreaves, one half of the Brewington Hargreaves team. We're among the top 1% of teams in Sonoma County covering Healdsburg, Windsor, Santa Rosa, Sebastopol and beyond. If you want to keep in touch with what's happening with the property market in Healdsburg, or even help finding a place to rent while you work out if Healdsburg is right for you to retire to, please do sign up for my regular newsletter, and I'll put a link in the description below. I recently sat down with Linda and Pat, who were working in Silicon Valley for 25 years and then moved to Healdsburg from Noe Valley, San Francisco, over a year ago. And I sat down with them with a view to finding out if the three things they were most concerned about have really been an issue 1 year on. So like many people, Linda and Pat had a list of concerns moving to an entirely new city as they eased back from their successful careers in Silicon Valley to start, what they call their third chapter. They were obviously concerned about the fires and water shortages, but they decided they wanted to stay in California. So like many people, were reconciled to the fact that that is just something that they would need to live with, which is definitely true for all of us who've chosen to live in California. They were particularly concerned about three things when it came to retiring to Healdsburg. Firstly, would they find it easy to meet people? We all know as you get older, it just gets harder to meet people and also harder to leave long established friends. The second thing is, would they miss the many aspects of San Francisco life that they both really enjoyed? Going to museums, going to the shops, going to art shows. Would they miss their regular swim in the bay, as well as the outdoor activities that they used to enjoy? And the third thing is, would Healdsburg be too small a town? And would they get bored? They were concerned about all of these things. As Linda said, you really don't know if they will be a problem until you live here. Of course, they knew about the many good things that Healdsburg has to offer, which for them were food, not just food, but really good food, Michelin-star restaurants, etc. Award-winning wines, there are so many great wineries to visit, and fun events almost every weekend of the year if you want to hunt them down. They definitely knew that they would enjoy the outdoors, with its world-class cycling on the doorstep, as well as numerous places to hike, such as up at Lake Sonoma. And they also knew they'd enjoy the world-class music at events such as Jazz Fest, as well as numerous other concerts at places around the town, such as the Raven Theatre, the Elephant in the Room, and more recently Little Saint. So these things were all a given. But it isn't until you actually move here that you begin to find out if it is going to be easy to meet people, or if living in such a small town will make you go crazy. So let's start off by talking about if they miss San Francisco. It turns out that they really don't miss San Francisco, but not because they've stopped going there, but because they've built trips to San Francisco into their Healdsburg lifestyle. Pat is an avid swimmer, so he goes to the bay for a morning swim a few mornings a week, which he absolutely loves. He gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning and he's back by 10 having completed his morning ritual. And Linda does admit to still going to San Francisco to get her haircut and get an occasional shopping fix. But the point is that San Francisco is only just over an hour away, so it really isn't that far away if you want to continue doing the things that you love in San Francisco. So moving to Healdsburg really doesn't mean going cold turkey on San Francisco. You really can have your cake and eat it. Another common concern for people, particularly if travel is a big part of their life, is missing being so close to SFO. But Linda's got no problems with that. She reminded me that there's actually a very good bus service to SFO every hour from Sonoma County Airport, which is only 10 minutes away. That being said, the other benefit of having friends in San Francisco is that you can always stay with them overnight prior to traveling the next day. So what about Healdsburg being too small a town? And no, that was definitely one thing that they were really concerned about. After all, Healdsburg City has a population of just 11,000 people, so it's definitely a small town. That being said, there are a lot of activities you can get involved in. In many ways, the cultural life is infused with life from the entire Bay Area. So Linda now works part-time at a local co-working space called Craftwork, which is actually incidentally where I record these videos. And she loves the fact that there's so much to do here, whether it's volunteering or paid work. As she put it, with so many interesting people from so many different backgrounds, you can build a rich third chapter. Retiring in Healdsburg is definitely not about being put out to graze, and I should say those are my words, not hers. It's not about being put out to graze playing golf or tennis like it might be in other older communities in places like Florida. Of course, Healdsburg has both a golf course and tennis course if that's your thing. There's no question that the heartbeat of the town is the plaza, where there are numerous community events throughout the year, and in the summer on a weekly basis. The other upside of a small town for people that want to get involved is that there are plenty of opportunities to get involved in local politics and make a real difference if that's your thing. So what about meeting people and making friends? Probably the most important thing. Of course, none of the above matters if you don't find yourself a good group of friends. It's definitely when we start talking about sense of community in Healdsburg that Linda really comes to life. She's clearly blown away by how easy it has been to meet people. It's interesting because when her and Pat bought a place up here, they bought a home in a new community that was being built called River House. As the agent selling those homes, I was lucky enough to meet her, and it was clear she was going to be an awesome member of that community from day one. And Linda has really been taken by the people she's met, just because she's met so many people from different backgrounds, intelligent, interesting, accomplished, from all over the place and from all walks of life. Unlike her life in Noe Valley, where everyone was in tech, everyone would leave at 5 a.m. to go to Silicon Valley, return at 9 o'clock, and it's there that she knew just 2 of her neighbours in 25 years. And after over a year in Healdsburg, she already knows all of her neighbours, as well as a wide range of other people, some of whom have lived in Healdsburg for decades, while others are new to the town. And they feel incredibly lucky to have landed here and made such a great group of friends in such a short space of time. But they're also quick to point out that one of the great things about moving to Healdsburg is the fact that it's a great place to entertain friends. So between going back and forth to San Francisco and entertaining friends in Healdsburg, it really doesn't sound like they're short of really good friends and really great company. So if you are wondering if Healdsburg is a good place for you to retire to, then based on Linda's experience, and certainly that of many other people I know and many of my clients, you'll be amazed at the sense of community and how easy it is to settle here and make new, really good friends. It's great that there's great food, great wine, you've got the outdoors, you've got events, but without that strong sense of community, none of these count for anything. If you are looking to check the boxes for places to settle for your retirement, Healdsburg definitely checks the most important box, which is the people. If you are looking to move here, please get in touch with me at david@brewingtonhargreaves.com. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe. You might also like my other videos about moving to Healdsburg from Mill Valley based on my own personal experience, and also a video about the experience of 2 young couples moving to Healdsburg from San Francisco. Thanks for watching. Until the next video, go well.